If 3 3/4 cans of paint are used from a total of 5 1/8 cans of paint, how many cans of paint remain? When subtracting mixed numbers, you might like to write them one on top of the other, like this. The whole numbers can be subtracted if possible, but I can't subtract the fractions unless I have a common denominator. By writing the fractions in a stacked form, I have room to the right of the question to come up with a common denominator. In this case, one denominator is 4 and one is 8, so a common denominator of 8 can be used. In the first fraction, I'll just leave it as 1/8. In the second, I have to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2 to come up with the equivalent fraction of 6/8. Now when I try to subtract the fractions 1/8 minus 6/8, I just want to subtract the numerators, 1 minus 6. And unfortunately I can't do that because 1 is less than 6. When this happens, you'll have to go to your whole number, which is 5, and borrow from the 5. So in your head, you might think of 5 being written as 4 wholes plus 1 extra plus my fraction of 1/8. So another way of writing 5 is 4 plus 1. I just show you this to show you that the plus 1 can be changed to a fraction of 8/8. So 4 wholes plus 8 out of 8 pieces plus 1 out of 8 pieces. Altogether, that could be written as 4 wholes and 9/8. So an equivalent fraction to 5 1/8 would be 4 9/8. I had to do this so that I could subtract 3 3/4 from it. We've come up with an equivalent fraction of 6/8. Now when I go to subtract, I just want to subtract the numerators, 9 minus 6. Now the first numerator is large enough to subtract 6. 9 minus 6 is 3, and it's all over a denominator of 8. And finally, 4 minus 3 is 1. So my final answer is 1 3/8. Sometimes when you're subtracting, it's necessary to borrow, like we've done here. For that reason, it's best to subtract your fractions first and then your whole numbers.